In this video, we will talk about how much money a small bookstore can make in a month. We will look at the basic idea of running a bookstore, the costs you need to start, and the daily expenses you will face. You will also learn about average monthly sales, profit margins, and what factors can increase or decrease your earnings. We will share simple examples so you can see the difference between a slow month and a busy one. If you are thinking about opening a bookstore, this guide will help you understand the business in clear, easy words. By the end, you will have a good idea of what to expect when it comes to income, expenses, and ways to earn more from selling books. This will help you decide if a small bookstore is the right business for you. Bookstore Basics. A small bookstore is more than just a place to sell books. It's a space where people come to read, learn, and connect. Most small bookstores carry a mix of fiction, non-fiction, children's books, and sometimes stationery or small gift items. The size can be as small as one room with a few shelves or a slightly bigger shop in a busy street or mall. Location is important because more foot traffic usually means more sales. Bookstores can be independent or part of a small chain, but independent ones give the owner more freedom to choose what to sell. Some also offer extra services like book readings, signing events, or small coffee corners to attract customers. The success of a small bookstore often depends on knowing your audience, what kind of books they like, what price range they can afford, and what makes them come back. Even though online book sales are growing, many readers still love the feeling of browsing shelves in person, holding a real book, and discovering something new. Starting costs. Opening a small bookstore requires some investment before you can start selling. The biggest cost is usually the initial stock of books. Depending on the size of your shop, this can range from a few hundred to several thousand books. You also need shelves, display tables, a counter, and a good cash register or point of sale system. Rent is another major cost, and it will vary depending on your location. A busy city center will cost more than a small town street. Other expenses include business licenses, signage, lighting, and comfortable seating for customers who like to browse. Many bookstore owners also invest in basic decor to make the shop warm and inviting. If you plan to sell coffee or snacks, you will need equipment and permits for that as well. On average, starting costs for a small bookstore can range from a few thousand to tens of thousands of dollars, depending on how big you want to start and how much stock you need. Planning carefully can help you keep costs under control. Monthly sales. Monthly sales for a small bookstore can vary a lot depending on location, season, and customer interest. In a busy area with good foot traffic, a bookstore might sell hundreds or even thousands of books each month. On average, small bookstores can make anywhere from a few hundred to several $1,000s in sales every month. The type of books you sell also matters. New releases, bestsellers, and children's books often sell faster than niche or rare titles. Sales usually increase during special seasons like back-to-school months, holidays, or when a popular book is released. Many bookstores also boost monthly sales by hosting events such as author meet and greets, book clubs, or themed reading nights. If the shop offers extra items like stationery, toys, or coffee, these can add to the total income. While sales can be unpredictable at times, building a loyal customer base and offering a mix of products can help keep monthly revenue steady and even grow over time. Common expenses. Running a small bookstore comes with regular monthly costs that you need to manage carefully. The biggest fixed expense is usually rent, especially if your store is in a busy area. Utilities like electricity, water, and internet also add to the bill. You will need to keep buying new stock to replace sold books, which means a portion of your income will always go back into purchasing inventory. If you have employees, salaries will be another major cost. Even if you run the shop alone, you might need part-time help during busy seasons. Other common expenses include marketing, such as printing flyers, running social media ads, or hosting events to attract customers. Don't forget smaller costs like cleaning supplies, packaging bags, and credit card processing fees. If you offer extra services like coffee or snacks, there will be costs for ingredients and equipment maintenance. Tracking all these expenses is important to make sure your bookstore stays profitable and avoids financial stress. Profit margins in a small bookstore are the difference between what you earn from selling books and what you spend to run the business. For most bookstores, the profit margin on a single book is modest, usually around 30% to 50% of the selling price. This means if you sell a book for $20, you might keep $6 to $10 after paying for the book's wholesale cost. However, once you subtract monthly expenses like rent, utilities, and salaries, the actual net profit can be much smaller. Some months may even break even or run at a small loss, especially during slow seasons. To improve profit margins, many bookstores sell higher margin items such as stationery, greeting cards, or small gifts. Hosting paid events, offering memberships with perks, or selling rare and collectible books can also increase profits. Success depends on keeping costs low, managing stock wisely, and finding creative ways to earn more from each customer visit. Ways to earn more: a small bookstore can boost its income by adding extra products and services that attract more customers. One way is to sell items with higher profit margins, like stationery, bookmarks, tote bags, or small gifts. Offering coffee, tea, or snacks can turn the store into a cozy hangout spot, encouraging people to stay longer and buy more. Hosting events such as book signings, poetry readings, or writing workshops can draw in new visitors. Some bookstores create loyalty programs or membership clubs that offer discounts or exclusive access to special events. Selling books online through your own website or marketplaces can reach customers beyond your local area. Partnering with local schools or businesses for bulk orders can also bring steady income. Seasonal promotions, gift wrapping, and themed displays can boost sales during holidays. The key is to think creatively and make your store more than just a place to buy books. It should be a community space people love to visit. Real examples: many small bookstores around the world show how earnings can vary widely. For example, a small independent shop in a busy city area might make $8,000 to $15,000 in sales per month thanks to high foot traffic and a mix of books, gifts, and events. In contrast, a small-town bookstore might earn $2,000 to $5,000 monthly, relying on loyal local customers and occasional visitors. Some shops focus on niche markets, like rare books, comics, or children's literature, which can bring in dedicated buyers willing to pay higher prices. Others thrive by adding a cafe, turning the bookstore into a social hub that generates extra income. Online sales also make a big difference for some stores, allowing them to sell to customers across the country or even internationally. These real-life examples show that while location plays a big role, creativity, community engagement, and diversifying products can make a bookstore more profitable regardless of size. Final thoughts: running a small bookstore can be both rewarding and challenging. It's a business that requires passion for books, good planning, and smart management. While income can vary depending on location, products, and customer base, success often comes from creating a place people enjoy visiting, not just buying from. A bookstore that offers a welcoming atmosphere, unique titles, and community events can build strong customer loyalty, which leads to steady sales. However, owners must also manage expenses carefully, watch profit margins, and keep finding new ways to attract visitors. The reality is that some months will be slow, but with creativity and commitment, a small bookstore can grow into a sustainable and even beloved local business. In the end, it's not only about how much money you earn. It's also about the value you bring to your community and the joy of sharing the love of reading with others.